Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to use Sketchpad to create your natural object digital paintings. The first thing I'm going to want to do is bring my rough copy image into Sketchpad itself, and to do so I'm going to click on the plus at the lower left hand corner. I'm going to find import at the upper right hand corner, and I'm going to find my document. I took a picture a little while ago. It's in my downloads folder, so I'm just opening that now. Now it's going to open really huge. What I'm going to want to do is jump over into my zoom. You're going to notice that on the right hand side of your page again, and then I can zoom out. Now I'll be able to see my entire drawing. You can see the flower that I was working on before located right here. The next thing I want to do is lock this layer, and right above my zoom tab is my layers tab. When I click on that, you see I only have one, well, I have two layers here. I don't need my background layer, but we're not going to mess with that right now. What I'm going to do is lock my clip art layer, and that's the layer that has this on it. I don't want to be able to move this for what we're doing. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to click this padlock. That will keep me from being able to move that layer. Can't move it around, and that's going to be important for the next thing that we do. We're going to be drawing a general outline of what we have here, and we're going to be using a different tool to do that. You're going to notice on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see a toolbar, and you'll see a feather there. We're going to change that feather to streamer. That's a type of paintbrush. Now, if you look down at line width, you can create your minimum line width and your maximum line width, and that's going to be different for everybody. The size you import your picture at is going to matter to what you change this to. My biggest recommendation is whatever its default is, just test it out, see if you like it. If you like it, continue moving forward with it. We're going to give ourselves a general outline, and these colors can be changed later. So if you're thinking, Miss Buscemi, I don't want a black outline, I'm working on a painting, everything that we do, the color can be changed. So we're going to stay in streamer mode. We're just going to stick with a black outline for right now, in case you end up wanting to keep that black outline. And we're going to use our rough draft to create a general idea of where everything is, and then we'll be deleting this reference image here. So this is on my screen. I'm ready to get started. Depending on what you're using, this may take more or less time for you. If you're using, a tool that allows you to either draw directly on the screen, maybe you're using a stylus, maybe you're using a drawing pad, this will take less time. So what I'm going ahead to do is tracing around these different objects, tracing around these lines, depending on how much you love your sketch. If you end up changing things at this stage, it's not a big deal, you certainly can. What I'm going around doing is just finding all those lines and tracing them. If I make a huge mistake, absolutely hate what I've just done, I can grab my select tool, click on the line that I made a mistake on, and hit the delete button. If I make a little mistake, say I wanted to move this inward or outward a little bit, I can actually just click and drag that line, and it'll allow me to move it, which is one of the really cool things about digital art that you can't really recreate in painting. I'm going to click back on my streamer tool, get that back there, and continue working. I'm not going to make you watch this in real time, so I'll speed this up now. Now, if I want to check to make sure the drawing is something I like, I can actually go back into my layers panel. You'll notice a ton of new layers appeared. Every single time I drew a new mark, it created a new streamer layer, and we're going to group those later. I'm going to scroll all the way down to where I find my clip art layer. I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to click this I button, and that's going to remove what I just saw there. Now, I see a lot of stuff. You can notice that some of my lines certainly didn't connect. If I wanted to, I could certainly go back and fix that. The other thing I can do is just grab my select tool right now and move things around. Not only can I move them, I can rotate them. I can even copy and paste lines that I like. So if I particularly thought that, I have a cool area over here and I want to copy a petal, something like that, I can hit the Control-C, Control-V buttons, and I'm able to make a copy of that layer. Now, I don't actually want to do that because I was tracing what I had. That's just some great ways to make modifications to what you already have. Now, I can even grab my streamer tool back. If there's some more lines I'd like to create or some more things that I would like to do with my drawing, I can at this time. I can add lines, I can remove lines. If you're happy with your drawing, you can keep it where it is, and then we'll start talking about paint next. So if I want to put all of these lines together, I can. If I want to change their color, I can do that as well. If I see a group of lines that I'd like to change, so I know I wanted to have my petals in a pink color, however, I don't necessarily want to have my outlines black. I can change that by clicking the Styles button up here after I've selected some of my lines. Make sure I'm in the Select tool. I can find where it says Outline, and I can change the color right here. I can change the color from the colors that they've pre-selected. You can see it change on the screen. Or I can come down here and change the colors as well. So these lines don't have to remain black. They can be any color you'd like. And what we're going to talk about tomorrow is actually starting to fill in and kind of create some different layers with the other paintbrush tool that we have available. Thanks for watching, and please reach out if you have any questions.